Good. Yes, I am wanting to start the meeting. Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to our work group meeting of today, October 6th, 2023. I see that we have a good attendance here and I'm glad to see it. Good afternoon, everybody. Jill, you had the agenda up for our meeting. Could you put it up again? Okay. We don't have a whole lot going on today. We're in the process of, we hope, freeing up Dr. Peterson to get the remainder of the statistical information to us. And Dr. Peterson, just so you know, the letter to your supervisor has been drafted and is just going through the channels at the court so that it goes out directly from the court to Dr. McCurley. So that should happen, if not today, Monday.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
And Judge Freeman, would you like to give us an update on the status of the pretrial services unit and where you are with that?
Yeah, we have made some staffing moves since I think our last meeting. We did hire Alan Epps as our manager. So I wish you were here to congratulate, but I believe he's on vacation this week, if I'm not mistaken. So our next step is going to be identifying a replacement for Alan's position so we can get fully staffed in pretrial services. We are excited to have Alan on board. I'm hoping everybody has recognized that over the last 6 months or so, Alan has definitely been making some substantial steps to really reach out and look at a new route with pretrial services. So I'm excited to be able to work with him directly now as the pretrial services manager and see where that takes us. But we are looking to get that fully staffed here soon. We've had a lot of staffing issues outside of pretrial services over the last month that we've been going through with a referee position for water law, clerk interviews. So we've had to kind of pace it out just a little bit. But I'm hoping come early November, we'll be able to identify or at least open up that position again.
Well, if he were here, I would be congratulating Alan Epps. And since he's not here, I'll simply say about him that he is really and has been most enthusiastic about the mission of pretrial services. And when he came into his position, it was with little experience, but he's worked very hard and has done really a good job of sustaining the whole department, as well as reaching out to others in the community for appropriate services. I'm very optimistic and excited about Alan's appointment to this position. I think he's going to do very well, and I'm pleased for the court.
Yeah, he's working on a website for us, or at least a Facebook site, to further reach out to folks that have pending cases, so inform them of court dates. He's working with IT on that. He actually drafted a letter too, so I have two competing letters for Dr. Peterson's office for that, because he took the initiative to draft that, I think, last week as well. So I'm really excited to get him started in that management role.
Well, I think that pretrial services is rounding a corner and is going to come into its own over the next 6 months to a year. I think things are going to go well. So that's good. Thank you for the update. Anything else from the court you'd like to share with us, Judge Freeman?
Not that I can think of today.
Okay, and it may come up as we talk about other things.
Judge Carrot, Dave Reynolds has his hand up.
Oh, thank you. I should tell you all that this time it's not just negligence on my part. I can't see a group I can't see the photos of the group for some reason. So please let me know when people have their hands up, and don't think I'm snubbing you if I don't call on you. Hi, Dave Reynolds. How are you?
Good, thank you. I did want to let you know that the requisition to Human Resources for the replacement for Alan's gone in. We're simply waiting for that to post. It's a union position, so it has to post internally for 6 days first. And I've already been approached by some long-term Superior Court employees who are interested in making a change and might be able to move into that position fairly quickly.
Good. That's good to hear. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else have anything to say on the subject of the pretrial services unit and Alan's appointment? Okay. Other information we really don't have much of an agenda today. And in fact, my proposal for our schedule is to skip next month's meeting and to meet again the first Friday in December. So I'm thinking that by then we should be up and running with the pretrial services unit, and we can continue to address some of the other things we've been talking about here. I don't have a whole lot on our agenda for today, however. Do others have questions or concerns they'd like to raise?
Judge Garrett,
just
Judge Garrett,
up,
this
yes.
is
Hi,
Stephen.
Yeah, hi.
I'd just like to point out that we have in hand the evaluation report on how we've done so far on the Vera Institute recommendations. It's going to be the subject of a special task force meeting Monday, and the county council is talking about it on Tuesday. It seems to me that that'll have some implications for pretrial processes, and Alan may have some thoughts in responding to that. And I'd just like to suggest that be at least one key topic on our next agenda.
Well, I had just suggested skipping the November meeting. Do you think we should have the November meeting to discuss the Vera report?
I don't have an opinion on the urgency of that or the time frame that would be best. I don't know what other people think.
Do you have the Vera report? Stephen?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I think it went, Jill, did it go to all the task force members?
Yes, it did. And it's not a report from Vera, it's the Washington State University progress report on the Vera recommendations. Just
I'm sorry, my misstatement, thank you. So I don't know if it went to our work group members who aren't also members of the task force. Maybe you could distribute that, Jill.
Yes, that would be good, because no, speaking as a work group member who's not a member of the task force, I didn't get it and would like to see it. You bet. I think all the members of our work group should see it. Is it possible to send it to all of us, Jill?
I am sending it right now.
You are so efficient. Thank you. Okay. Stephen, have you read the report?
I very quickly skimmed. There are two parts to it. One is sort of a summary 2-pager. I very quickly skimmed that and retained about 10% of it, and haven't read the longer document. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend in preparation for the discussion of the task force meeting Monday.
Okay. I tell you what.
Same with me. I'm in the middle of digesting the long report as well. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe what we should do is keep the November meeting on our schedule for now. Each of us can review the report, and if after reviewing the report we feel that we don't have a need for a November meeting, we can correspond about that and make a decision about whether to have the November meeting. But let's keep it on our agenda for now, so that we can address any aspect of the report that affects our work group. Okay, so that would mean a meeting on Friday, November 3rd, by my calculations. And that's workable for everybody? Okay, good. Dr. Peterson, do you have anything, any new information to report to us?
No, nothing to update at this point.
I'm sorry, can you say a little louder?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, maybe my headphones. Nothing to update at this point.
Okay, thank you. Do we have other topics that we need to discuss today? And this is just, bear in mind that I can't see you to recognize you, so just speak up, anybody who's got something to say.
Yeah, this is Barry. I would ask Maya, I just saw an email go by about this preliminary court ruling on the lawsuit between Wasac and DHS. Does that have any effect on this group at all, in your opinion? I haven't dug into it.
I haven't seen that email. I haven't seen that.
I just got it about half hour ago, so.
I don't know. I'll try to Google it. I don't know, unless you want to forward it to me, that would be great.
I'll forward it to you as
Oh,
soon as we-
perfect. Thank you so much. I'll look at it.
Is that competency restoration, Barry?
No, let me-
Case loans? No.
Kind of more like public defense delivery, kind of like it's the counties saying, hey, state, give us money to do this, or you do it yourself.
Got it.
For public defense funds?
Correct.
Okay, that means it costs of public defenders, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Okay, fair enough. To be continued, and if that affects our work group, we'll expect to hear about that from you, Maya, or from you, Barry, or both. And thank you for that point.
Sure.
I honestly, I don't have a whole lot to raise in the way of discussion. And so I'm inclined to keep this meeting short, but I don't want to, if anybody else has a point you want to raise with our group, let's do it now.
We could always go outside.
Judge Garrett, Jill here. I just to let you know, we do have one attendee with their hand raised when you're ready to take public comment.
Okay. Does anyone have a point they want to raise before we take the public comment? Let's take the public comment now, and we may go back into discussion mode afterward. But let's hear from the person who's in attendance, and thank you for being here. Would you tell us your name, please, and give us your comment?
Hi, good morning, Judge Garrett. Jason DeForest, local business owner. Just wanted to know the Vera report. Could you guys elaborate on that a little bit more? And is that open to the public as well? Is there a link that we can get in and see access to that?
Well,
Yes,
I could probably be the best to answer that. What the report is we wanted to do a update on our accomplishments from the Vera report that was issued in 2017. So we we went through Vera itself to start with, and they recommended this professor from Washington State University, Jennifer Schwartz. And so we went ahead and commissioned her to do this kind of a report card, kind of looking at all the recommendations that came out of the original Vera report, and was going to kind of assess how we're doing. And yes, it is available to the public. It's going to be on the council agenda. So it's if you go on to the county council, get into the agenda and look under, I believe it'll be under committee of the whole. There will be an item, agenda item that if you click through it, you'll find the report.
Okay, thank you, Barry. I appreciate it.
Sure.
yes, thank you, Barry, also for the background. Do we have other issues we need to discuss today? This is an uncharacteristically short meeting of our group, but I think that's how we need to call it. So in the absence of further comment, I'm inclined to adjourn the meeting and call us into session at our next meeting, November 3rd. Does anyone have any objection to my doing that? thank you all for being here, and I'll look forward to seeing all of you at our next meeting on Friday, November 3rd. And our meeting is now adjourned.